Okay, and we got to get started. So we're on page 109 in grammar. 109. Puppies are so stinking cute. I love, love, love puppies. I'm so
They're so
jealous right
stinking
now.
hard, but they're so stinking hard to take care of.
They're a pain to take care of because they pee on everything and poop on everything, but they're so cute.
Indeed.
They
They,
make up for that. Okay. We're on 109. We're going to talk about the possessive adjective. Remember how an adjective describes a noun or a pronoun? So it tells which one, what kind, how many, or whose. And an adjective, when a noun is followed by an apostrophe plus S, it functions as a possessive adjective. So that, remember, that's the hard part about English is some words change depending on how it's used in the sentence. This is an example of that. So you might have a noun, but if you have an apostrophe S on it, that's going to change the function to a possessive adjective. It shows ownership. It answers the question whose. Like here's your example. Robin marveled at the stranger's skill. Notice the apostrophe S on stranger. That means the skill belongs to the stranger. It's possessive. Okay. So what you're going to do is find those mistakes in this book and you're going to add the apostrophe where it needs to go. So here it says the stranger dodged Robin's blow. And in this sentence, the blow means like a punch. Okay, not blow as in blow out candles, but a punch. So the blow belonged to Robin. So it has an apostrophe S. We're going to label those adjective now. Even though without it, Robin would be a noun. If I covered that up, Robin's a noun. But since it has the apostrophe S, it's functioning now as an adjective. So we're going to label it ADJ for that. All right. And then we've got think about it down here. Another reason why English is so difficult, because many words can be used as different parts of speech. However, a word can perform only one part of speech at a time. So we're going to look at the difference between a plural noun and a possessive adjective. The plural noun just has an S after it, like this. The foresters mocked Robin. That word foresters is a noun and it has a S. That means it's plural. Plural noun. Jump down here to this one, possessive adjective. It says, the forester's mockery angered Robin. Okay, now we still have the same word foresters, but with an apostrophe. That means the mockery belongs to the forester, the singular forester. The apostrophe changes the function of that word. Here it's just a plural noun. Here it's a possessive adjective. So you just have to pay attention to that. If it has an apostrophe, it's possessive adjective. If there's no apostrophe, it's plural. Okay. And I see Kristen and Dominic came in. Good morning, you guys. Glad you made it. Let's go to page 111. Page 111. All right. How about Reagan? Can you read the sentence, please, today? Oops, you're muted. Hold on.
Quickly, Robin approached his adversary on the bridge. He dodged the stranger's staff and then returned the blow to the stranger's head.
Nice. Okay. Adversary, that just means your opponent, whoever you're competing against, someone who opposes or attacks you, that's your adversary. Check that. Adversary, the word itself is a noun, just so you know. And then we've got four articles. Go ahead and find those by yourself. All right. Kristen, how about the four, or actually there's six nouns. Do you know where all the nouns are?
Robin,
Good,
head,
good,
um, bridge,
Yep. Bridge.
Staff.
Staff. Good.
Um,
Our vocabulary word is actually a noun. His adversary, it's a person. So that one's going to be a noun. And then which one?
strangers.
Actually, not strangers because that's going to be an adjective telling whose head it was. The strangers, it's missing an apostrophe, just as a clue. But over here, a blow, that tells us that blow is actually a noun here. Remember I said that blow is like a punch. So since we have that article a, that becomes a noun also. That was a tricky one. And I know why strangers threw you off because if it looks like a plural word, strangers, normally it would be. But let's go ahead and put the apostrophe in here, okay? So stick that in there. That becomes an adjective now. Let's just label it. It's telling whose head it is. It's the stranger's head. It's not plural strangers. It's not more than one. It's one stranger, and his head belongs to that stranger. How about the pronoun? And Dominic, are you there? Can you hear me okay? What's the pronoun? There you are. Good morning. Uh, I can't hear you though, for some reason. I don't know if your headset's working. I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Keep working on that. I'm not sure why I can't hear you, but maybe your headset's not plugged in all the way. But Tyler, how about you? Where's the pronoun?
Um, this one might get me. I'm gonna say it's the he before dodged.
No, that's right. You got it. There's just one. That's it. He.
I was trying to think whether to say the his or the he because normally those would both be pronouns.
Oh, good point. Yeah, because his adversary is telling whose, and that makes it an adjective. That's a good point. So, Alex, what are the adjectives? Even though I just kind of gave away like two of them. But
Yay. Okay, let's see.
whose adversary was it?
Is
His is one.
okay, and let's see. I wanna maybe dodged or pro. No, dodged is a verb.
Dodged is a verb.
Oh, wait, no, that wasn't.
Whose
Let me erase
whose
something. There. Quickly.
no, whose staff is it?
Oh, the stranger staff.
Yeah, the apostrophe S is what you guys are looking for, okay, for these.
You get me.
It means whose, and that's what an adjective does is tell whose sometimes. How about the adverbs? Ryan, what about the adverbs?
Um, is it quickly
That's one, yep.
and then?
And then, yes. And we gotta actually it's this we need to fix this first
Yeah,
though.
we're gonna make it then.
Yep. Good job. And that's an adverb. So that's usage. And we already fixed the apostrophe too, actually, and the adverbs. Good job. And then Ramsey, what about the coordinating conjunction?
The and.
Good. Nice. Let's jump down to the verbs, Reagan. Where are the verbs at?
The verbs are returned,
Good.
dodged, and
Good.
approached.
Good. Yep, that's it. All of them are ed. That makes it easy. And then what about the subjects, Kristen? What subjects go with those verbs? Who did each one of these things?
Robin approached.
Good.
Um, he dodged.
Good.
Um,
Actually, it's the same subject for returned too. because he dodged and returned. So that's it. Just those two subjects right there. That's good. You got it. How about the main clauses? Dominic, did you get your microphone to work yet? Still can't hear you. That's weird.
Maybe just take off like the headphones or something.
Have you tried, like, the little microphone icon on the Zoom? Have you tried selecting a different source?
Hello?
There, woohoo, you got it. That's it. I hear you now. How about the main clauses? Do you know where the main clauses are? They're going to all include a subject verb pair.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be advertising?
Adversary, that's
Yeah.
in it. It's going to start over here with Robin. So that's the beginning. So where does it end? It starts with Robin approached. Where does that
Was
main
it
clause?
staff?
Not that far. Because it's got a different subject here. So what you're looking for the
Oh,
main
okay.
clauses.
So would it be bridge?
Yes, there you go. So see how this has its own subject verb pair in here?
Yeah.
Now the next one's going to have its own subject verb pair. So what's the next clause?
He
Starts with he.
and then staff.
It's actually going to go all the way to the end
Oh, okay.
here. Yep, you got it. Because it's got the subject verb pair, and then he's doing these three things. He dodged, actually two things, dodged the stranger's staff and returned a blow to the stranger's head. Good. And then prepositional phrases. How about Tyler?
All right. Purpose. On the bridge.
Good. On the bridge is one.
To the stranger's head.
Yep. Nice. Two openers, Alex. We got to figure out where you know what, before you tell me, we got to figure out where the period goes first.
Oh, I know. Head
Okay.
and then take away the comma on staff.
No, that one, well, yeah, you do take that out, but that's not where the period goes.
Oh, okay, but I did get that one right, though. So
Yeah, that's true. Where does the other period go?
the period goes on the bridge.
Yeah, between the two clauses. We got two main clauses back to back. I got to put it right there, but
Capitalizing, capitals.
oh wait, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Now
just
we've got
like
two openers. So what opener is this first one?
subject or it's subject, right?
No, the first word is
Oh,
quickly.
ly adverb.
There you go. Do you remember what number that is?
I think that's a 3.
Yes, 3 ly adverb. And then the other sentence starts with he. So what opener is that?
Oh, subject.
That's subject. Number what?
1.
Good. Number one. I'm just going to write it down here because I have more space. Those are the openers. We've got capitals. You guys can figure that out. Got the end marks. I think we're just missing. Oh, we fixed the comma already. We're done. The comma we take out right there after staff. All right, good job, you guys. Any questions about this assignment or any of the practice we've been doing or any homework assignments? No, no, no. Okay. I don't see any questions. All right. You guys have been writing about troglobites. Those are creepy, huh? Told you. Kind of cool, kind of creepy. I've never seen one in real life. So, Tyler?
So as we're getting ready to jump into the keyword outline stuff, I forgot my big binder and do not have that big piece of paper.
Uh-oh.
However, I do have just regular lined paper if that would work.
That should work okay. Yeah, you can use that.
Okay.
If you guys, the rest of you though, I do want you to get out all your stuff for troglobites week 14. And your big white paper, I think you had one for Roman numeral 1 and 2. That's what you guys worked on this last week. So before we go on to Roman numeral 3, actually, let's set it up, okay? Let's set it up for Roman numeral 3. You need to get a new piece of paper if you have one. Tyler, you can just use a line piece, but you're going to need another big white page. Hopefully you have some left.
But don't you feel bad for Tyler? We should like wait for him, like put this next week so he can like get home and get his line paper so we don't have to do
I
any
can watch the
homework.
video, Alex. I can watch the video.
Come on, I was trying to let us not do any homework this week, Tyler.
You're not going to get away that easily with me. No, no. You can use line paper. You just have to ignore the lines. And you have to write pretty small. That's the other thing. So hold it for
Oh,
you,
you know
Tyler. You're
me.
going to
I'm
hold it
so
sideways. Yeah. And Ryan and Ramsey, do you guys have any of this big white paper in the back of your binder? Need to get one. We're going to set this up for Roman numeral 3. So
Okay, we'll
Dominic, do you have any more of these pieces? Yep, I see that. I see some of you have this. All right. You're going to fold it like I call a taco fold. That's the other thing you're going to remember about me, Alex, is the taco fold, you know? Someday they're going to ask you to fold it like this. You're going to be like, that's a taco fold.
Or maybe I'll get it confused with Taco Tuesday. Just kidding, just kidding.
Well, hey, that works too, you know? It is Tuesday, so. Okay, then you're going to fold it in thirds from here. Remember, go past the middle. The other side on top of that, so you end up with a square. All right. Dominic, do you have one of these papers? If you could tilt your screen down, then I can see you. Okay, I see your paper. Yes. Hold it like this first.
Won't have to
Okay.
foresee the future again, and then Tyler actually did the rectangle.
Alex, can you like tell me your ways of how to do this in the car?
Oh yes, the old ancient master of the car. So you gotta so you just kind of like, are you in the front or the passenger? I mean, are in
I'm
the
the
front or the
driver.
back?
I'm Joker.
You are
I
not the
got it.
driver.
I got
I
it.
don't
I
believe
got it.
that
I
for a
messed up. Are you
second.
in the passenger or in the back?
Nah, I've got a good setup. I'm fine.
Okay. So you want to take, since you don't have your big binder, you want to use like your grammar book and kind of put it down since you have a line paper will work
There you
out.
go.
And then you gotta
As a
use
little
you gotta
table.
lock your thighs, but not your knees. And then you just gotta place it down and
Wow. Has a lot of steps to it.
very
I
steadily
think
do
you're
it.
trying to make me pass out. I'll just go with my method.
Yeah, I got it. Well, it depends who's driving. Like if your dad's driving, you're probably cooked. I mean, I don't know how good your dad drives, but my dad drives perfectly. My mom drives actually pretty good. And I go with my mom, so it's pretty smooth. But it depends what type of area you're driving in, because it can be pretty bad.
All right, Alex, come on.
You
Let's
guys
go.
are killing me right now. You are totally just killing me right now. Okay, A in the first box. This is going to be for Roman numeral 3. All right. Let's set it up for Roman numeral 3. So we're going to have, I forgot, did we do 5? I think we did 1 through 5, right?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay, 1 through 5, and then 4 and 5 are in parentheses. So A, Roman numeral 3, 1 through 5. Let's set up B. Roman numeral 3. Go ahead and move on to C. Set that one up. You're just gonna have to write really small, Tyler, okay? Just be prepared for that. And then fused
It's
underneath.
actually a pretty big piece of paper, so.
Okay, well, that's good. And then this is Roman numeral 3. And then you're gonna do 1 through 7. Double check here.
I thought there was six.
Yeah. 1 through 7, yeah. 7 in parentheses. And clincher, okay?
The reason I'm not in the car is because my class got canceled again because he had to go to a funeral. The teacher,
Oh, for
yeah,
which class?
my like mechanic class that I'm usually in
Oh.
the car. Yeah, it was supposed to continue this week, and I was like, great, I'm gonna have to do it in the car.
Oh, I see. That's the one that
Yeah.
you drive to.
Yeah, I drive back from,
You drive
and it's
back
like
from,
20
yeah.
minutes away, so it's like in the car. Yeah, Sophia. Yeah, are we gonna be reading our story? Even though
We'll see if we have time at the end of class, but we were adding a paragraph, so sometimes I like to wait until we're done with the whole paper
I
before
call
we
dibs.
share it.
I call dibs. I call dibs on this.
Yeah, dibs on this one. You like this one? All right. So look at your possible topics that you have listed on your other page. I'll find mine too, so you can see that. You already wrote um, two different paragraphs. So if you already picked general, don't use that one. So pick one of the ones that's left for your third paragraph. It's either going to be general, water climbing cavefish, olm, or cave dwelling rat snake. So pick which one is left, or one of the ones that's left, as your topic for your third paragraph, and then go ahead and write it next to Roman numeral 3. So if it's like olms, we'll just put Olm if that's the one you picked. So whichever one you picked, put it here next to the Roman numeral on each of A, B, C, and the fused. We don't have D this time, just the A, B, C, and fused. All right, so what we're doing is setting up for a third paragraph. All right, just catching up on the chat there. I'm going to give you some time to work in class on finding the facts. You guys are pretty good about doing this by yourself now. And then I'm going to save some time at the end of class to get prepared for the next lesson. But Tyler, I see your hand there.
Can you please remind me what possible topics we have?
Oh, yeah.
And I can.
You don't have the articles with you.
Yes, I do actually. I just
Oh, you
looked
do?
at the
Oh, good.
keyword
Okay.
outline.
Possible topics are general, WCCF, Ohm, and CDRS, and they're all in A, B, and C, so it should be pretty easy to find. Got it?
Almost.
Okay, I'll leave it there. But I'm going to give you some time right now to work on collecting your facts. So you're going to go to Article A, go to the paragraph about that topic, read it this time, and pick out at least 3 facts.
Did we have any in Article C or
No, it's just A, B, and C. Yep. So I'm going to give you some time right now to work. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just going to be right here. When you go to those articles, make sure you actually read it because we only skimmed it last time. So make sure you actually read the paragraph that goes with the topic. And as you're going through A, B, and C, don't forget you're finding different facts from each. Okay, so if you already wrote about the skin color or the fact that they don't have eyes, don't put that on another one. Just keep it on one and then find different facts on the other outlines.
I was going through my articles trying to find them, and it turns out I do actually have my outline.
Good. You have it. Yay. But you don't have a new piece of paper, it sounds like. So you can still use your lined paper. Yeah, just write small. You got this. Not too bad. Dominic, do you have any questions about what we're doing right now? Uh-oh, I can't hear you again.
Or how to teach how to say Mrs. Cisneros.
No.
No questions? Okay, good. So go ahead and start working on this. Let me give you guys some time to work.
How long are we going to be taking to work on our outline?
Right now,
Yeah.
probably about 4 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
For our paragraphs, like once we're done, is it fine if we insert images on the dock of like the troglodytes just for fun?
For this assignment, I'll say yes, you can do that. Yes. For this assignment.
Okay, for this assignment.
Yeah.
Just go pretty
Yeah.
crazy pictures.
I bet. Yeah. And if you guys, if you haven't done that yet and you're interested in doing that, just check with your parents first, because I know some parents don't want you to go on Google. So just check with them if they're okay if you want to add pictures.
I
But you
know
don't
it's
have to.
unfortunate, but can we insert links too to like a troglodyte website if we find anything?
I don't think I want you to add links.
Okay, okay, just a minute.
Just pictures. Yeah, just do pictures. Yeah. That's cool that you're doing your own research though. They're really interesting. Okay. Go ahead and finish up the one you're on or the thought that you're on, the word you're working on. And we're gonna do something else before we end class here. So finish up the one you're on. Okay. As you're finishing that up, the one you're on, I don't expect you to have the whole page done, so you'll finish that for your homework. But I do want to remind you about the checklist. So if you have it on page 139, The newest thing on here is that prepositional opener. The nice thing is you guys have been finding those in your grammar book, so you know what they look like. They start with a preposition. There's two places you can find that list. One is in your grammar book. I know we put a post-it on that page with prepositions. The other is this page here. I know we went over this before, but don't lose this list of prepositions. So basically, one of the sentences in each paragraph needs to start with one of these words. And it's a prepositional phrase, meaning there's no verb with it. Okay, the phrase does not have a verb with it. Now, you do not need to underline this like we do in our grammar book. When it's in your writing, you're going to use a number 2 with a bracket. And that's how it is on your checklist too. Gives you a little reminder right here. So right before the first word, which is a preposition, you're going to do a 2 with a bracket and then write that sentence. I just want to make sure to point that out. The other thing is, as usual, there's the topic clincher rule on here. The topic clincher will be on your checklist all the way until we're done with this class. So make sure you remember that. It's right there. The topic clincher needs to be in each paragraph. One more quick reminder about your homework. I'm a little behind in homework. I'm going to get caught up here pretty soon, but I assign 10 points to every assignment. So if you go back and look, if you have anything less than 10, you need to fix something or add something. So make sure you read my notes because that's what's going to help you be a better writer is when you see my critique of your writing and I give you suggestions and then you go through and you fix those things, it improves your writing. So that's the whole point of that. So if you got a 9.5, it usually means you forgot something or maybe you used a banned word. You got to fix that. So make sure you do that. All right. Any questions about this paper for troglodytes or any questions about the homework right now? Okay, it doesn't look like it. I want to move on. So that is your homework to finish your outlines. Finish your fused. As you do your fused, make sure it makes sense. Make sure it flows. Like, for instance, if you're writing about the Om, for example, and you're talking about the body, what the body looks like, keep the facts about the body together. And then if you move on to where it lives or what it eats. Keep those facts together so that when you write your paragraph, it flows. You're not jumping all around different facts and it's random. Okay. Make sure as you're copying down the ones you want to use from A, B, and C, make sure they flow and they stay together. All right. So I'm going to have you move this to your front pocket. Keep your troglodyte papers, all your papers, the articles, your checklist, this list, your KWOs, your fuse, all that stuff. Keep in your front pocket. I know you don't have your binder right now, Tyler. So for this part, you'll probably just have to watch and then when you get home, you can do this next part. I want you to get out the next lesson, which is called Amelia Earhart. It's a person, Amelia Earhart, and maybe you've heard about her before. It is week 15. Okay, I'm going to have you get out the next lesson. We're not writing about her yet, but I want to get prepared for next week. So you're ready to start writing about her next week. So it's going to be, I think it's 6 or 7 pages. Uh-oh, did I just say 6 or 7?
Yeah.
I did.
Everybody's 6, 7 in the chat.
I did. I just said it.
You totally demoted me too.
Woo.
You just said it.
I
That's what makes it funny.
I know. I try so hard not to say it, and then it just comes out. Goodness. All right.
You guys
Anyway,
think this is funny, but I think
it's
this is hilarious.
has anybody heard of Amelia Earhart before? You guys heard? I see some people nodding. So, she is a person in history that did some amazing things, but she has a weird story. about what happened to her. So what we're gonna do right now is just get to the articles, and we're gonna start labeling those paragraphs in preparation for our outline for next week. So go ahead and get out the first article, which is page 143. Yes, 143.
Just to sum it up, she died.
Don't give it away though, because it wasn't. I disagree with you,
I mean, it's
actually. And
not
don't give it away. Don't give
confirmed.
it away. Don't give it away.
I feel like we've all learned about Earhart, like in kindergarten.
And some people might not remember though, because it's been a while since they've been in kindergarten, all right, Alex?
Yeah,
No spoilers here.
like
No
6 years ago.
spoilers.
I mean, you don't know that Alex isn't secretly in kindergarten.
Ah,
Dun dun
Whoa.
dun.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm a super genius kindergartner.
Obviously, you're not in kindergarten. That was a total joke, right, Tyler? Just kidding, right?
No,
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
yeah.
It's true. It's true. I'm in kindergarten.
Kristen?
I named my chicken after her. Her name's Amelia Earhart.
Aw, did you say your cat?
Chicken.
Oh, your chicken.
She
Even
likes to
better.
fly a
I love
lot.
it.
She's like the one chicken that likes to fly the most. That's the
Oh, that's clever. That's really cute. All right. So we gave a little spoiler alert, but go ahead and put A at the top here for 143. This is Article A. And what we're going to do is skim and label these articles. So the first one is talking about, it says, born in Atchison, Kansas on July 24th, 1897, to Amy and Edwin Earhart. Amelia Mary was the firstborn of two children. All right, so this is kind of giving a little bit of a background about her. And I can see if I skim through this, it talks about baseball. It talks about airplane, the Wright brothers, first flight. I see hockey. So it sounds like she's an athlete. And she's also a volunteer aid for nurses, like she's a nurse as well. And she liked to watch planes land and take off. So this first paragraph is going to be more general information about Amelia. So go ahead and label general on that paragraph.
I put background for mine.
Okay. You can do that too if you like that better. Background works or general. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Hopefully you used pencil. If not, so sorry. It's not general. I was looking at the troglodyte paper. This is early life. Hello. This is her early life. So like when she was born and the kinds of sports she was involved in high school and college. Sorry, that was my bad. Early life. There we go. We're talking about a person here, not a troglodyte. Okay. The next
Sorry for
paragraph.
your loss.
I know. Determined to fly herself. It's pretty cool. We already know a little bit about her that she was really involved in sports. She also was in the medical field and she was a pilot. Like she's loving to fly. She's learning how to fly. How cool to be able to do all those things. Most people don't do all that. But anyway, this is talking about determined to fly herself. In 1921, Earhart obtained an aviator's license. So this is going to talk about one of her accomplishments and her first flight, basically. So I'm going to call this one accomplishments and first flight. So I'm going to put accomplishments / first flight. Accomplishments / first flight. What are you laughing at, Tyler? What are you guys talking about?
Nothing of your concern. Go back to teaching.
Oh, So Alex used pen, so I put RIP Alex 1967 to 2026.
Yeah. So then I put, wait, what did I even put?
That would not make him in kindergarten right now for sure.
I put 1967, bruh.
All
No,
right.
I flunked a lot of years.
Focus, focus.
Sorry for those using pen. Uh-oh, Ryan and Ramsey got kicked off. Here they come again. All right.
Because they used
Pause on the chat till we get through this. All right, you guys. Go to the back of Article A, which is going to be page 144. Writing on the confidence of successes, Earhart set out to accomplish her dream to be the first woman to circumnavigate the globe in a plane. What is circumnavigate? You guys know what circumnavigate is? Okay, Tyler.
Basically, one person, they don't have any help. They go around the entire world all by themselves.
Yep. You could think of circumference. It has to do with a circle. All right, I'm gonna skim. There's a little bit more in here. So we're gonna I see some names of different states. I also see Africa, New Guinea, South Pacific. Last time contact was made, lost at sea. So you're gonna find when we get to the point of actually reading this paragraph, she was on a flight to circumnavigate the world and she basically disappeared. And most people think she died, but it doesn't say that she died. Obviously, she probably would die from natural causes by now, but we don't know when she died. She disappeared. That's the thing. So we're going to call this last flight slash disappearance. Last flight slash disappearance. Like I said, we'll read more about this next week when we really get into it, but we're just labeling these paragraphs for now. This last paragraph talks about her after she died, or after she disappeared, I should say. Amelia Earhart was a prominent woman in the 20th century history. So this is going to tell her legacy, what she left behind, how she impacted basically the world. So legacy for this one. All right. Thumbs up. You guys good? You got those labeled? Okay. I know Dominic, Kristen, you guys don't have your camera on, but let me know if I'm going too fast here. Let's go on to Article B, page 145. Put a B on top. I know a B is there, but still, I like you to put a B on top. We're just going to get this ready. So the first paragraph, again, is going to be early life. Early life, not general. Next paragraph will be her accomplishments. You're going to see a pattern with these. Third paragraph down here is going to be last flight and disappearance, but we'll just call it last flight, okay? Since we don't have a lot of room right there to write that. So it's her last flight again, which was when she disappeared. So make sure you label those three things: early life, accomplishments, last flight.
I just realized that I thought we had everybody in this class, but I just realized that Abby isn't here.
You just realized what?
Abby isn't here.
Oh yeah, she is absent
I'm so
today.
quick, bro. I thought everybody was here.
Oh no, she's absent. All right, and then the last one on the back, this is the back, this is page 146. This is going to be legacy. All right, once you get that filled in, go to Article C. We're just getting ready so that next week we could just dive right into it. Okay.
Question, what is the paragraph before legacy? Is that
That
part
is
of
still the ongoing from the first flight
okay.
or the last flight. Yeah. So it's still part of the same paragraph. Good question though. And you could put last flight if that helps you on that page if you need to. Okay, 147. Article C. Go ahead and put C at the top first. First paragraph. Early life, you guessed it. Next one, accomplishments. It also includes her first flight, but we'll just put accomplishments here. Next one, last flight here. You guys good? Am I going too fast? Tell me if I'm going too fast here.
No, you're going just at the right speed. I'm
Okay.
just watching.
Okay.
I'll watch
Yeah.
the recording and fill this out when I get back to my
Yeah.
You
You'll
put-
see a pattern here.
You put last flight, not last flight.
Last flight. Oh, last flight. Thank
Flight.
you. I'm missing an L. Yes, it should be flight. Thank you. Not fight. Flight. Are you guys good, Ryan and Ramsey? You
fight,
getting it?
fight.
Yeah,
Bruh,
good. I see that thumbs up.
at POV Amelia Earhart 100 years ago. Come on, come on. You want some?
You guys want to see a fight, huh? That'd be more entertaining. And then on the back here of Article C, this is her legacy. Page 148, that last paragraph. So obviously her last flight, it continues right there at the top of that page. That is her legacy. And we have a D. Lots of papers. Don't lose these. You're going to need these next week. Article D starts on 149.
Let's all lose them so we don't have to do this.
Wait, what?
I said everybody loses their papers and accidentally
No.
so we don't have to do homework.
Nice try. No. Don't listen to Alex. Ryan and Ramsey.
What is the first paragraph labels? Because I don't have it. Because our
For C?
no, for A.
Oh, for A. It is early life.
For both of them?
Yeah, are you talking about Article A?
Yeah.
Yeah, on page 143.
Yeah.
Yes, the first one is early life, and then the next one was accomplishments.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Basically, accomplishments and first flight, they kind of go together in the same paragraph. All right, and then D. It basically follows the same pattern here. We've got early life first. And then accomplishments. At least they made it easy for you guys so you don't have to, hunt for these things. It's pretty clear the order. Early life, accomplishments, last flight, and then legacy on the back of D. So right here, this paragraph above is continuing with the last flight and her disappearance. All right. Thumbs up if you got them all labeled. Woohoo! You guys are awesome. Go back to Article A. We just have a couple minutes. I just want to read about her really quick so you guys get an idea. Basically, we have this early life. So let me just read it real quick. Born in Arkansas, Kansas on July 24th, 1897, blah, blah, blah. Go right here. Defying the typical pastimes for girls, Earhart enrolled in an auto repair class and often dribbled a basketball. I guess some people would call her a tomboy. That's an old-fashioned term where she was really interested in these types of things as a girl, which is cool, in my opinion. Even though she would become one of the most well-known aviators, excuse me, 12-year-old Amelia was not impressed when she first observed an airplane. In 1909, only a few years after the Wright brothers made their first flight, she attended Ogon's School in Philadelphia, where she played hockey. She studied French and German and was elected the class vice president. She coined the motto, "Honor is the foundation of courage." When they wished to contribute to the war effort, Earhart and her sister became volunteer aid detachment nurses in Toronto, Canada, in order to care for British and French pilots. At the time, World War I was raging, possibly inspired by their patients. Amelia Earhart and her sister often spent their free time as spectators at the local airfield, watching watching planes land and take off. Determined to fly by herself, in 1921, Earhart obtained an aviator's license. In 1928, George P. Putnam, a famous American publisher, invited Earhart to be a passenger on a transatlantic flight. Amelia was Putnam's Lady Lindy. He nicknamed her after Charles Lucky Linley Lindbergh, the first man to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Well, I'm going to have to stop there. I really wanted to get to the part of how she disappeared, but we'll have to pick up from there next week. So just a quick reminder, you're finishing up your troglodytes paper this week, okay? So finish up your outlines, write your third paragraph, add all your paragraphs together. So when you turn it in, it's all three together. Give it a new title. Make sure you follow the checklist, okay, guys? And then we'll pick this up next week. All right. Good job, everybody. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.